This is Delbert and Nancy. We're here in Eugene. We're in Eugene, Oregon. We're gonna go on a tour of finding all the covered bridges. Sue, our GPS is already set. She's telling us where to go, like Nancy doesn't do that enough. Okay, I deserve it. In any case, we are on our way. We hope you enjoy this video, and we'll bring you some sights and sounds of the area. All right, here we go, back on the freeway. Buddy's nose is out the window. He's leading the way. I'm a little concerned. Our first exit's 24 more miles down the road.
Yep.
All right.
I told you it was 94 miles, baby.
94 miles of looking, but that only says 26. Check out the footbridge ahead of us. Somebody decided they needed an extra few wires. Okay, we are 0.5 miles away from the exit, 2.7 miles, I think, from the first covered bridge. And this is not in the boonies. There's actually restaurants and food here, so maybe we'll grab ourselves a hamburger or something.
Right towards Cottage Grove, then keep right.
Cottage Grove.
It's 0.3 miles. Keep right on East Cottage Grove connector.
Alright, we are in a place called Cottage Grove, and we go on the Oregon Covered Bridge Tour. However that works, we got a Sue, and there's a bunch of little signs up here. We'll just follow them.
Right on Vincent Place, then turn left.
The Applegate Trail.
Turn left on North River Road. Drive 1.1 miles to Chambers Railroad Company.
Got a mile to go. Driving alongside this school and park here, and some people out having some fun, playing some soccer or something. We're on our way to find some covered bridges and trying out another new camera along with the camera that we normally shoot with out the front window, and we're going to see if we can interlace these two together and bring you a little bit more scenery. We found one of the bridges, and it was under construction. We're going to hopefully drive back by it and give you a better view of it.
Then turn right on East Main.
There's one of the bridges being rebuilt, but we're going to see if we can go off and see another one. We're in search of our second covered bridge. The first one was under construction, and we got ourselves a cheeseburger, and we chewed that down, and now we're in search of bridges. All right, we found our first, well, our second covered bridge. This one is at least, I'll take it for you. This one is at least standing and all painted and pretty. There she is. There she is.
Stop?
Yeah, I was trying to... There's Buddy, our navigator, and there's Nancy taking some pictures of this bridge. There's Sue and our forward-facing camera. And there's our second bridge, our first standing bridge, all covered. We're hoping to see many more of those today.
take a picture and then go across. There's no really place to pull over, I guess.
Alright, we found our next covered bridge. This one we actually get to drive through. And we were looking for a place to pull over and take pictures. There isn't really any place here.
So I can get the name.
Approaching Musby Creek covered, on right.
We'll go through the bridge and then we'll turn around and come back. Oh, that's so cool.
No, it's not letting you turn around and come back.
Nah, there's no place to stop and take pictures. Alright, I was wrong. We're not turning around. There's no place to park. We got our pictures of that bridge and we're on our way to the next one. Well, we've found number 3 on our list. Here's another covered bridge. I'm going to pull up here and let Nancy get out. We don't get to drive across this one. I'll take some pictures with the other camera. Okay. There's the covered bridge. Scenery by it. I'll be able to get some more pictures when we head across the road right there. There's the side of the covered bridge. It's pretty long. Pretty neat stuff. Alright, got that bridge. On our way to the next one. 2.9 miles away. Alright folks, I was wrong. That 2.9 miles or whatever it was only to the 5. Now we gotta go 7.3 miles up the 5. Until we get to the next exit to find the next bridge. Alright, we've now gotten off the freeway and we're on a little side street and it says we have 6 miles to go down this road. Okay people, we have made our way through the backwoods. It's probably 15-20 miles off the highway here, going down just normal old backwood roads. Susu says we're about 6/10 of a mile from Parvin Covered Bridge. So we'll see what that looks like. Keep you riding along with us. About a half a mile or so, we saw a beautiful lake. Kind of had a green tint to it though, but it sure was pretty and the water was nice and calm. 3/10 of a mile away and I got a stop sign. I guess I gotta go across. Through it again.
Hang on. I'm rolling up windows. How did you roll up a window, buddy?
Approaching Parvin Covered Bridge, on right.
I want you to go that way.
Here's our next find. This is the Parvin Bridge. Very neat. Alright, we just left the Parvin covered bridge and we're heading back up the hill. Hopefully that lake is right out here at the end of this stop sign somewhere. Not where we saw it.
Turn left.
Nope, there's the guys selling stuff. Alright, we're getting close to that highway and there that water is that we saw. As soon as we come around this corner and hit the stop sign, there's a ton of water off to the right. Hopefully you'll be able to see it through this camera, otherwise I'll pick up the other one.
Oregon 58.
There it is, Dexter Lake.